Welcome to the first part of our series on marketing psychology. If you're just starting out, the goal today is to help you build a rock-solid foundation by understanding how your customers actually think. Imagine you've just opened a new coffee shop. You have the best beans, a pristine espresso machine, and a perfect location. But as you look out the window, the sidewalk is busy and your shop is completely empty. It's a common frustration for many new businesses. You have a superior product, but for some reason, that quality isn't automatically turning into foot traffic or digital clicks. Getting people to take that first step requires more than just being good. It requires an understanding of human behavior. Success in business relies just as much on psychology as it does on the quality of what you're selling. Every day, our brains are hit with a massive funnel of information. To keep us from being overwhelmed, our minds use an autopilot mode, mental shortcuts that allow us to make decisions quickly without having to analyze every tiny detail. Marketing psychology is the study of these specific shortcuts. When we understand how the brain naturally sorts information, we can guide a consumer's choices more effectively. You're essentially learning to speak the language the brain's autopilot already understands. By speaking directly to these mental habits, you can transform a quiet, passive storefront into a psychological magnet that pulls people in. Let's go back to our empty shop and apply our first psychological tool to fix the problem: social proof. When we aren't sure what to do, we naturally look to others for cues. If we see a crowd, our brains tell us the choice is safe and high quality. By displaying 5-star reviews or simply having a visible line of customers at the door, you give passersby a reason to pause. They see the crowd and assume your coffee is worth the wait. Now that they've stopped, we can use a second tool called reciprocity. This is the natural human urge to return a favor when given something for free. Think about the impact of handing out free, high-quality pastry samples or helpful digital guides to those waiting in line. When a person accepts that small gift, their brain experiences a warm inclination to pay it back. That feeling converts a curious looker into a committed buyer. Social proof is what gets them to stop, while reciprocity creates the friendly social bond that moves them through the door. Even when customers are interested, they often fall into the habit of delaying a purchase. To fix this, we use scarcity and urgency. Our brains tend to assign a much higher value to things that seem in short supply. If we think we might miss out, we feel a sudden pressure to act. You might offer a today-only special or a limited batch exclusive reserve roast that's only available until the bag runs out. This simple constraint breaks the "I'll do it later" loop, encouraging the customer to make the purchase immediately. But once they are ready to buy, we have to make the actual process feel easy. This brings us to our final principle: keeping things simple and clear. Imagine reaching the counter only to find a menu that is cluttered and confusing. That mental friction makes people hesitate, and many will walk away simply because the choice feels like too much work. This diagram compares a cluttered layout to a simplified one. By wiping away the mess to leave clear choices, the brain doesn't work as hard. At a glance, customer confidence rises and hesitation disappears. This drives faster decisions, causing successful sales to climb. Scarcity provides the initial spark to act now, while a clean, simple experience removes the final mental roadblocks standing in the way of the sale. Look at the shop now. It's warm, inviting, and bustling with happy customers. This total transformation didn't happen because you changed your coffee recipe. It happened because you changed how you communicate with the human brain. You used the crowd to build trust, a small favor to build a connection, a time limit to encourage action, and a simple menu to make the choice easy. Mastering these basics proves that great marketing isn't about tricking people. It's about building trust and making the journey as smooth as possible for your customers. Recognizing these universal triggers is the first step toward turning a great product into a business that actually thrives. In our next episode, we're going deeper. We'll look at how major brands use high-tech tools like tracking eye movements and measuring brainwaves to see exactly how we react to ads in real time. Subscribe now to join us for part 2, where we dive into the fascinating science behind the choices we make every day.